stuff on the outside. But the inside of it is nothing but wood.
All right.
That's why if they burn, they go up like that.
All right.
Nothing but wood. So the top of the walls would be flat for the ground, for the guard, or to walk on, or to drive on. Walls provided protection for the defense of the city. The walls they could watch for criminals inside the city as well as outside. So they could even watch on the inside because of the walls and see what was going on the inside. If criminal activity was happening, they would be alerted and they could sound the alarm to get to that area. So to this day, the Western Wall, which is commonly called the Wailing Wall, is still intact. It was also being used as a place of prayer. So I don't know if you can see the slide. Go to the next one, where they have the Wailing Wall, and this is where the Jews they would pilgrim there 3 times a day for thousands of years. They pray there, and they're still praying there.
Yes.
They go to that wall, they put their forehead against that wall, and they wail and cry out and pray to God. So people around the world, Jews around the world, even if they can't get there, they turn toward Jerusalem to pray.
Amen.
3 times a day. So this is what the wall represented in Nehemiah's day. This is what the wall represented to the children of Israel. It was a place that they need to be rebuilt to restore honor, to restore protection, to restore dignity to their home, to restore their security. So they needed those walls. TEC, we need those walls.
Amen.
No matter how good a foundation is, no matter how solid the foundation is, if you don't build up walls, you just have a foundation.
All right.
Foundations don't move.
All right.
Foundations are sturdy. Foundations don't go anywhere.
Amen.
It's set.
Amen.
A house can still die with a solid foundation.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You need the walls. You see, they could have a solid foundation. That temple was built. But if they didn't get those walls erected, they could get other invaders coming in and destroy the temple again. So they had to have the walls because of what the walls provided. I hope y'all are getting this. I'm just trying to lay a foundation. So I want to ask you something. I just want you to think about this. What walls have been broken down in your life that needs to be rebuilt? Walls are symbolic of your finances, your family, your marriage, your career, your reputation, your self-esteem, your peace, your joy, your health, your relationships. That's just to name a few. But what walls have been broken down? You say, well, Pastor Wanda, that don't pertain to me. I'm good. I mean, you know, me and God, we on first name basis. Okay, yeah, I'm on first name basis with you too.
Come on now.
Jesus.
Come on.
But I know the season that I've been through.
Yes.
I know the season that I've had to endure. And even though God used that season to develop me, to train me,
Yes.
to push me into another level
Yes.
in Him, that season still took a toll.
Amen.
Some of the stuff I brought myself into,
Yes.
but some of the stuff the enemy brought me into, and some of the stuff God
Yes.
brought me into. Because of poor choices, or bad choices, I brought myself into some stuff. But because of the attack of the enemy, because of the assignment on my life, the enemy got in there. And then God permitted it and allowed it because He said, although I didn't send this, I'm going to use it for your good, for my good. Although I didn't send this attack, I just stepped back and allowed the enemy to come in because I had another level for you and you weren't going to get there remaining the same. And so I had to use every arsenal in my toolkit to begin to allow you to be developed at the next level, because I know that if I left you the way you were, you wouldn't pray anymore. You wouldn't press into that next level. I know that if I didn't cause some challenges or allow the enemy to challenge you at some levels, you would not know what it was like to trust me with your finances. You would not know what it was like to trust me when the doctors gave up on you. You would not know what it was like because you talked about, I love God and I'm walking by faith and not by sight. Well, it was okay as long as you had your good paying job and everything was good, you can walk by faith because you really didn't have to trust me. But when I allowed that to be stripped from you, and you now had to see what it was like to trust me when there was nothing in the bank account. To trust me when I said, go to the grocery store and just stand there and wait.
Oh, yeah.
But God, I don't have no money. Why am I going to the grocery? Go to the grocery store and stand there and wait. But God, they're going to arrest me to just stand there because I got to be doing. Go to the grocery store and stand there and wait. And as you went and stood there in faith, not wavering, not doubting, God sent somebody and said, you know what? I don't know who you, but the Lord told me to come and buy your groceries today. What do you need? What was he doing? He was developing your trust level. He was developing your faith at another level because you had never been in that place before. He can't develop you as long as you're cushy, as long as you're in a place of comfort. He can't develop you as long as there is no need in your life. It is only when there's a need does faith rise up. It is only when you are facing a need in your life. You're saying, but financially I'm okay and things are good, but you went through something emotionally that began to rock your world.
My God.
What walls need to be rebuilt in your life? What walls need to be rebuilt? What walls have been torn down? What walls have been so ravaged and so beat against and now the enemy is trying to cloak you in shame, cloak you in regret. I got a prophetic word this morning. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning and I couldn't sleep. And I opened up my tablet and there was a prophetic word there on my email on my tablet or whatever. And I began to read that prophetic word and it talked about the spirit of regret. You can spend so much time after you've gone through a place of being in regret. I shouldn't have made that decision. God, if I hadn't done this, if I hadn't done that, then this wouldn't happen. And I regret that I married that man. I regret that I married that woman. It was too late after 30 years, this kind of stuff. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I regret that I took that job. I shouldn't have left my other job. I thought I heard you. How many times have we said we thought it was God?
All right now.
Only to get in there and find out you ain't heard God, you heard you. Don't blame it all on the devil. That wasn't God. That was you. That was, I look back on it now, my life, and I realize that a lot of things in my maturing and growing and learning to hear God, I blamed on God. I was so sick that was God. Because of what I wanted. Because of what I desired. It fed my needs. It fed my flesh. And then when I got in there, I realized that God didn't have nothing to do with that. That was all me.
That's right.
Ain't nothing that God had nothing to do with it. And so now I'm in a season of regret. Because I'm looking at the decision that I made and feeling ashamed that it set me back years. And feeling like, God, I don't know if I'm going to get through. But I got good news. I got some good news.
Yes.
God wants to right the shame, the regret, the disappointment, the rejection, the fears, God wants to wipe all of that away. And not only that, it ain't going to be years, because we're in a season of acceleration. God wants to heal the broken heart and bind up your wounds. Come on. And it's not going to be years. It don't take years for God to do something. God can do it overnight. God can do it in a moment. God can do it in the twinkling of an eye. It does not take years for God to do what he needs to do in our lives. It takes years for us to get prepared for God to do it. Amen. Like I said, I don't need years. I want to wipe away the regret, the shame, the embarrassment, whatever you have allowed the enemy to put on you. Because see, he said, I didn't put that on you. Yes. I may allow you to go through that, but I did not put that on you. The enemy did that. He came in and broke down those relationships in your family. He came in and tore your walls down. He came in and attacked your health. And he came in and made you look like a liar. That every time you talked about I'm healed from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, you got worse. He made you become a mockery to your family. Ain't she the one that's the saved one? Ain't she the Christian that's always talking about how God heals? Ain't she the one that's always talking about how she blessed from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet? Look at her now. See, people are not to be so high and mighty, because then he knows how God will bring you down. You know how people talk when you... God said, let me restore you.
Oh, yes.
He said, and I'm not going to just restore you. He says, I'm going to restore you, but I'm also going to bring restitution.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to make it 7 times greater than what you lost. With long life and good health, I'm going to satisfy you. I know you went through a hard season, but with long life and good health, I'm going to satisfy you.
Oh, yes.
We just got to build some walls. We just got to start the building process.
Oh, yes.
You see, we still got the smell of smoke on us, because we've been through the fire.
Oh, yes.
But it's time to dust off the grave clothes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And begin to understand that we're getting ready to be restored, renewed, rebuilt, revived, energized. And then God's going to present us as his glorious bride.